That's a sound I want to hear. I want to hear that little bloop. Me, the battery's charging. I brought with me my Swiss Army knife. My multi-purpose Swiss Army knife. You should always have a Swiss Army knife. It looks like this. It has the Swiss Army emblem, shield, made for the Swiss Army. This one's your basic camping Swiss Army knife. It has a screwdriver. It has a reamer. I like saying reamer. Reamer, you know it is a reamer. And you put your hands on your, oh no. Reamer, you got to use a reamer. We're hedging bets now. We're seeing how long it takes for a stupid ass to show up. Charlotte, hi. We're hedging bets on how long it takes before we start having difficulty. I thought today we will talk about list of demands. You know, like when somebody takes a hostage, they have a list of demands. What's the weirdest list of demands that you've ever been presented with? Or like a spouse or a girlfriend or boyfriend, what's their list of demands? I thought that would be a funny topic today. What's their list of demands? A lot of people are like that in relationships, like a girlfriend or boyfriend. They have a list of demands. Where you are, what you're doing. They want to know why you didn't text them back. They want to know if you think they're fat. That's the dangerous question. When a woman asks a man, do you think I look fat? That's like, you're kind of putting them in a position when you ask, do you think I look fat? Do you think I look fat in this skirt or this dress? What's the guy supposed to say? You're kind of setting him up. You're setting him up for a long ride home. That's what our topic is. List of demands. What's your list of demands when it comes to a relationship? I was thinking about that, you know. I was thinking about, I was actually there during a hostage situation. I was at the Point Apartments. I was maintenance guy there, and somebody was holding his girlfriend hostage in an apartment, and I guess the guy gave up, but it was scary for a while. I'm working at the two different times. The first time was at my apartment complex that I was a maintenance guy at, and this guy held his girlfriend in a room, held her hostage. Everybody, like the SWAT team, showed up, and I go, uh-oh, somebody's probably going to die, and I hope it's not me. And it was scary. You start thinking thoughts you never thought before. You know, like, what's this going to feel like when I get shot? Or will it hurt really bad? And another time, a guy was holding a kid hostage. A guy in another apartment complex kind of down the road from where I lived. It was on Auburn Boulevard. No, Arden Way in Sacramento, California. It was on the news and everything. This guy was holding a kid hostage, and there was some shots fired. And of course you go up there to see what happened, because it was just down the street from where I lived. You know, over there I lived on Bell and Arden in Sacramento, California. Bell and Arden. And it was weird. And then also where I used to live in Del Paso Heights, California. I used to live in Del Paso Heights on Rio Linda Boulevard, and there was a hostage situation there. It's like, how do they think it's going to end? A guy just barricades himself in his house. That's what happened on Rio Linda Boulevard. It made the news too. It's like I'm seeing stuff on the news of my own neighborhood. Yeah, the guy just barricaded himself in his house and he had a rifle, and the cops showed up, the news crew showed up, and that's the neighborhood I lived in. Cops, an episode of Cops was filmed in my neighborhood, just a block down from where I lived. I lived on Plaza Avenue, right off of El Camino. Yeah, El Camino. El Camino was a bad area. People were getting shot. I saw like a vigil. There was a guy was shot right next to a liquor store. They were having a vigil, and yeah, somebody's gonna die tonight. I think somebody's gonna die tonight. You know that song? It was on the Office Space soundtrack. How many people got their nines tonight? Somebody's gonna die tonight. Because it's all about revenge killings. Guy was gunned down by a liquor store, and I was seeing, because my bank was right across the street. My bank was right across the street from the liquor store. All of his homies, I guess, were standing in a circle, and they had candles lit. I seen shootings go down on El Camino. It was always El Camino. There was a place called, it was a supermarket. I won't say the name. It was there on El Camino, and my friends and I were riding around on bicycles, and we saw some guys scrapping. One guy was defending himself. The other guy pulled a gun and fired a shot. Missed the guy, thank God. What was funny is that the shot went through the window and hit an arcade game. I forget which arcade game it was. You could see the bullet hole through the window, and you could see the arcade game was shot. That's some crazy shit. Who are the people in your neighborhood? In your neighborhood? In your neighborhood? Wasn't that Sesame Street? Who are the people in your neighborhood? They're the people that you meet when you're walking down the street. They're the people that you meet each day. A gunman is a person in your neighborhood. In your neighborhood. In your neighborhood. Hey, a tweaker is a person in your neighborhood. In your neighborhood. Let's go down the list. A hooker is a person in your neighborhood. Yeah, there was no shortage of hookers. No, they did not have a hooker shortage. Hookers, they got to make their money. Ladies got to make their money. Some girls think it exploits women, and some women are actually for it. They're actually for prostitution. That's how they... I'm keeping it real, y'all. This is where I lived. I lived in this kind of area. Everybody had those sunken cheeks. Women yelling at their kids. You know, you could tell they were taking the meth. Meth was a big deal. Meth and crack pipes. You'd find either syringes or crack pipes. Burnt lips. Oh, I know how she got that burn on her lip. Smoking that crack. Now it's like fentanyl. I think that's like the zombie drug. People are taking those. I see videos of people who are just strung out on whatever new drug there is. It's a drug that makes you bend over and stay there. Hey, I got an idea for the weekend. Let's take a drug that makes us bend over and stay there. Or just walk around. Because I thought tweaking was bad. I used to watch people tweak. That's what happened. That was entertainment for the neighborhood. Just watch people tweak. A tweaker is a person in your neighborhood. You go to chill someplace and you see somebody's used hypodermic needle or vomit or poo poo. One jokester, he would go into our dumpster area. You know that little dumpster corral? There's a dumpster corral where the community dumpster is. They would hide in there and just take a crap. And it was my job to clean it up. It was like, because I got to clean up the dumpster area, you know. I have to keep it tidy. Hello there, little guy. Interesting dialogue. Yeah. Have you ever tried any drugs yourself? You know what? Back in the 90s, I was in my 20s, and I partook of the herb. I partook. And I was the most calm guy in the workplace. You know, I was calm and chill. I just think it doesn't... there we go. Here he is. Here's the guy. How long was that? 11 minutes? See, we're hedging our bets. We're hedging our bets on how long it takes for, yeah, the herb. It was in a pipe. One of my bosses had me over to his house. One of my bosses, the one above me, took me to his house, and he opened a box, and there was a pipe and some marijuana in it. And he said, "You want a hit?" And I said, "Okay." And I don't think I'm one of those guys who needs marijuana. I'm kind of crazy on my own, but I hear there's a lot of benefits to marijuana. There are some benefits to smoking marijuana. I think it helps glaucoma. It helped Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith told a story about when he had a heart attack, and the fact that he was high on pot saved him from dying of a heart attack. 8i Social. Yeah, stop. Don't stop now, because he'll time you out. And he'll block you, because, yeah, he has already timed you out. I'm sorry. Somebody's hacked into here, and they're restless. They're really restless, relentless. That's why so now I can't even chat with people. But you know what? It's not affecting me. I have dyslexia, so I don't have to read today. I don't have to read today. So when you're watching somebody on TV, there's no chat. There's no chat when you're watching, you know, Conan O'Brien or David Letterman, Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon. Nobody's chatting with them, but they're still carrying on a show. I heard that you can still see me even though you're timed out. This guy, this same guy, he's, yeah. I notice he's kind of slow to the punch. He's slow to the punch sometimes. I went on for an hour yesterday. I think it was an hour before he showed up and started doing this. I wonder if it's a program. It's probably a program. They probably got a computer doing this. Yeah, see? He's timing the person out excessively. And all he said was, "Hi, have you ever tried any drugs?" Yeah. This is a monologue. Yeah. Dialogue is when you're talking. Oh, no, it is a dialogue. Charlotte had contributed. Charlotte had said a few things. So Charlotte, don't risk it. Don't risk it for a biscuit. Because I made some people moderator, and he was able to get past that. I made some people moderator, and all my moderators are gone now. And all I see is, yeah. So I'll just keep my sense of humor. I've clipped my fingernails after taking a shower. Bradley, hello. Yeah, see, that guy, it didn't take very long for somebody's hacked in, and they got a lot of spare time. Well, at least they're able to say hi before they're timed out. See, this is a clear abuse. This is a clear abuse of moderator status. A clear abuse. So anyway, the more people subscribe to my other channel, I know how this works, I think. Now I know how it works. Don't let anybody moderate that you don't know. Like Charlotte, I kind of know her, you know. Collard, call me Collard. I think, no, he was made a major moderator. He was made one of the major moderators. Charlotte, I think I made you a major moderator. So that's probably why you haven't been deleted yet. So I guess major moderator is a big deal. It's a big deal. All right. I'm going to open up my survival kit. I got my original beef jerky. I'm not going to start mentioning brand names anymore because I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting paid to mention brand names. Maybe somebody will take me on, be my sponsor. Somebody can sponsor this here show so I can eat cheese and jerky and get paid to do it. The early bird gets the worm, but the second mouse gets the cheese. And you know what? I'm the second mouse. I like that joke. The early bird gets the worm, but the second mouse gets the cheese. Sometimes if you're patient enough, you'll be the second mouse. What a day of rejoicing that will be when we capture stupid ass. We'll sing and shout the victory. I like that song. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we will sing and shout for the victory. I like those short songs. The ones that you just repeat. Reach out and touch the Lord as he passes by. You'll find he's not too busy to hear your heart's cry. He's passing by this moment, your needs to supply. Reach out and touch the Lord as he walks by. Repeat it! Reach out and touch the Lord as he passes by. Try not to eat cheese while you're singing the song. Try not to eat cheese while you're singing a song. This is good cheese. Reach out and touch the Lord as he passes by. You'll find he's not too busy to hear your heart's cry. He's passing by this moment, your needs to supply. Reach out and touch the Lord as he walks by. It's funny how I can just remember songs just out of the blue and then I forget them again. Forget again. That sounds like a last name, Forget Again. And you forget again. I love me them church songs. Happy, 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 happy. Happy is a people whose God is the Lord. Happy, 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 happy. Happy are the people whose God is the Lord. Where does this happy feeling come from? Jesus! Where does this happy feeling come from? This happy feeling comes from Jesus. Every day he more than pleases. That's where this happy feeling comes from. Every day he more than pleases. Do you feel like you're in heaven yet, kids? List of demands. This poor guy, he's being timed out for no reason. He's just got nice things to say. I wonder why I keep asking that. Why is my show being targeted? You know, it's like I'm not a multi-billion-dollar corporation. I'm not like national security. I don't determine the election outcome. I'm just the guy in a yellow shirt playing his jaw harp. I must be a big deal to have all this attention. Kind of a big deal. I never see, this has been a few days now. This has been a few days that this has been going on. At least I can read comments before they disappear. I read the comments and then they disappear. Like there's a time limit. It's not genuinely, it's not really hacked because my videos are still there. All my videos are still there. All the captions are still there. Just for some reason, I can't read my comments. I can read them, but they're not. They disappear. I keep repeating myself. You can all watch, just like you're watching a television. I'm going to go to widescreen. I know a lot of people watch this on their phone, but on the widescreen, you can watch it on the telly. Turn on the telly. Mrs. Williams, make me tea. Make love to me. Turn on the telly to the BBC. That was on the Austin Powers soundtrack. Mrs. Williams, make me... No, it's Mrs. Willia. Mrs. Willia, make me tea. Make love to me. Turn on the telly to the BBC. BBC 1, BBC 2, BBC 3, BBC 4, BBC 5, BBC 6, BBC 7, BBC Heaven. That sounds very British. Mrs. Will ya make me tea? Make love to me? Turn on the telly to the BBC. BBC 1, BBC 2, BBC 3, BBC 4, BBC 5, BBC 6, BBC 7, BBC Heaven. Spice Girls. It's been a while since I've heard some Spice Girls songs. I've given you everything. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. I really, really, really want a zig-a-zig-ah. If you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. Until someone cheats. It's all fun and games until somebody cheats. When you share your body with somebody else. None of this body sharing. We can't have any of that. No body sharing. Some couples, the swingers are okay with that. They're called swingers, baby. Swingers, baby, yeah! Swingers. There's a tattoo they have to let people know that they're swingers. They have no problem with sharing their bodies with other couples. Sharing your bodies. That's what they should call it instead of cheating and adultery. They should call it body sharing. Adultery sounds so evil. Adultery and cheating. Why don't you just call it body sharing? Share your body with someone you love. What's that song that goes, if you can't be with the one you love, honey, love the one you're with. If you can't be with the one you love, honey, love the one you're with. Do 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 do. If you can't be with the one you love. Wasn't that like a hippie song from the 60s? I like that song, The Wanderer. I put that on my community page, The Wanderer, and what Runaround Sue. I keep away from a runaround Sue. Hey, 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 hey. Those songs are like 1961, back when there was black and white. Everything went from black and white to color, I noticed, like Gilligan's Island, all those other shows. Some people chose to do their shows in black and white because it was cheaper. It was cheaper, like Clerks, Kevin Smith's movie Clerks. I think the black and white was, what was another one that was black and white? There was another show in black and white. They chose to do that because it was cheaper film. It didn't hold them back from being a good show, from grossing millions. I think it made a few million. Clerks, and then Clerks 2. Boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, and 3. Like how we were born, me and my brothers. We were all summer babies. We were all summer. Can you say summer baby buggy bumper? My brother. Yeah, rubber baby buggy bumper. Rubber baby buggy bumper. Rubber baby buggy bumper. All my brothers, like June, July, August. June, July, August. No negotiation. They just couldn't wait to have another kid. They just couldn't wait. You know what? The biological clock. We were battling against a biological clock. So I guess our topic is list of demands. What's your list of demands when it comes to a relationship or a hostage situation? A relationship sounds like a hostage situation. It's like, if you want to stay in this relationship, here's my list of demands. I gotta blow this out. A ceiling fan does horrible things to a candle. The candle, yeah, poor guy, timed out. Oh well. Hopefully we'll get to the bottom of this. You know what? It'll be okay. Whether they fix this or not, I can still make the videos. People can still watch at their leisure. Oh, time to eat my jerky. I ate see, these packets have a beef stick and a piece of cheese. So it's like a survival kit. You have your beef and cheese. The only thing about the beef is you taste it when you burp. Like sausage sometimes. Some foods you taste when you burp. We should make a list of that. Foods that make us... Foods that we taste after when we burp.
Jupiter time.
Jupiter time. It's Jupiter time. I keep away from a runaround Sue because she's a 304. She's for the streets. I keep away from a runaround Sue, yeah. The guy wrote a song about it because a guy cheated on him, I guess. A girl cheated on him. Dion. I think the guy goes by Dion. Songs my dad used to listen to. Here's a story that's true. I keep away from Runaround Sue because she's for the streets. Those are two terms they use now. 304. When you hold 304 upside down, it spells hoe. I didn't know that until recently. This girl's a 304. And then a lady came on and explained it. When you type in 304 in your calculator, it spells out hoe. You probably already knew that. Another one, they say she's for the streets. That woman is for the streets. But then there's guys that cheat. They should have a game show. Who cheats the most? Battle of the sexes. Who cheats the most? Bear Grylls puts people on an island. Have you seen that? He puts people on an island and sees if they can survive. There's a group of women and a group of men. The men seem to do okay because they're already sporty kind of people. And women, I think what it is there are certain roles that women had back in the hunter-gatherer days. The men were the hunters, the women were the gatherers, the women are the weavers and all that. The guys made their bows and arrows and spears and went out looking for the stuff that moved. And the ladies, they just gathered all the grain and berries, seeds and all that. And then it was dinner time. Or store for the winter. So yeah, it seems like after a while we adapt. Our DNA, our, just things that we carry through our lineage. We get better and better at certain things. But then again, some people get struck by lightning and they acquire talents. One guy became a musician after he was struck by lightning. Another guy became a mathematician after he was struck by lightning. I should find those videos. There's videos of people who are struck by lightning and that suddenly they have talents. Something shocked the system, I guess. Altered their DNA, altered their memory. Because I guess every time someone is born, they carry on the memory of their father and mother and their ancestors. They carry the memory, which is fascinating. Well, my lawnmower, the family lawnmower doesn't work anymore. I think it needs an oil change. It definitely needs a new filter. So I guess in time. I had just mowed the side yard. And I went to mow the front yard, which is the most important. But did the lawnmower just, it sounds like it wants to start. I think it's that dirty filter. It's not sucking air into the engine. The engine that runs it. I never saw this coming. I never thought that people wouldn't be able to chat with me. That's kind of what makes this fun. People ask me questions, get to know me as a person, and I get to ask questions myself. I really think that's what it is. Somebody has unleashed a program. Somebody has probably unleashed a program. And that program is just to recognize right away. Yeah. So, anti-social, ain't I social? Don't type anymore because they keep timing you out. That's what it looks like is happening. You keep trying to type something in, and they keep timing you out, which makes it really, it makes people think they're blocked. I don't think they're blocked, they're just timed out. So then they have to go make another channel so they can watch the show. We'll see who has the most stamina. We'll see how long you can tread water. I've tried to get YouTube help from YouTube, and YouTube is unreachable. I guess they're closed on weekends. That's what I'm hoping. They're just closed on weekends. Hello, Mom! So Mom's back from church. Mom's back from church. She went with one of her friends. I don't want to be a third wheel. Mom goes with her friends sometimes. Why can't she just be with her friends, you know? So, Sweet Tarts. Oh, there I went again. I mentioned a brand name. That would be nice if I could find some sponsors. When I do a video. See, Bradley just tried to join, but he got... So yeah, report this. I'm definitely reporting it. I have reported it. So somebody who knows a YouTube employee, asked him to look into this. Nobody should be able to mess with your live. That's your property. Someone is interfering, which I think is illegal. Got to be illegal to interfere with someone's way of making money. This is eventually going to be a way of making money. If I get enough watch hours. I'm very low on watch hours. I noticed it dropped. My watch hours dropped. Or views, rather. My views have dropped. Now I'm just eating gummies. I'm eating gummies and looking out the window. That's what I'm doing right now. People are trying to chat with me, but I think I've been handed over to a computer program that tracks someone who is trying to chat. Someone is trying to chat, and they get timed out. They get timed out again and again from this live. Now, if people will just go to my other channel and subscribe, I think that's how they're getting in. They ask to be moderator, which is a big mistake. And you make them a moderator, and then they hide themselves, so you can't because this is all moderator operations. You know, everything a moderator does. This is what a moderator does, but he's sabotaging rather than helping the show. So I think some people are already checking it out. Can you only get paid for each when it has to be over 1,000 views? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Each video, yeah. So you have to wait for every 1,000 views, which makes it hard because this is like a small time channel. I'm just doing this kind of like a hobby, hoping it'll turn into something. And it might, you know, maybe I'll get discovered. Maybe I'll be known as the guy who, the guy with the problems. And then pretty soon I'll have another platform. Maybe people will be able to talk to me directly. I noticed Tom Green, when he did lives, people were able to call in and ask questions. people were able to call in. Maybe I'll have a studio soon, and I'll be able to have a guest. For the first half, they could talk to me, and for the last half, they could talk to the guest. Or vice versa, you know. The guest flies in, or buses himself in, gets a rent-a-car, or piggyback ride, and for the first half of the show, you can ask the guest questions. Have like Ask Me Anything. I've noticed people do that. They have Ask Me Anything. That sounds like fun, you know. You have somebody that was in such a movie. So I guess I got to break the bad news to my mom. The lawnmower, I think that's what it is. The oil needs to be changed. I don't know how to change the oil in a lawnmower. Looks like there's only one hole for the oil. In a car, you have to remove the the oil pan nut. I think it's called the oil pan nut. The nut that drains out the oil, and then you have the hole that you pour the oil into. I've had to do a few oil changes to one of my cars because it costs so much to have somebody else do it. Yeah, I would take the old oil into the gas station. The old oil, they don't pay you anything either. It's like a chore that you have to do. After you drain off your oil, your old oil, you got to take it in. And I think they recycle it. They filter out all the crap and crud. If this keeps happening, people won't want anything to do with your channel. None of your old subscribers can come back, like Ann. Yeah, and many more. Yep. Well, that's just where I am right now. I don't know. I'm getting some help, but I think maybe they're just off on the weekends. Because Friday, I know I left them some messages. I said, my channel's been hacked. Can you help me? And so maybe they're just off today. Today is Sunday. So tomorrow, maybe I'll get a call. I got to check my Gmail account. Because my Gmail account is the one that I gave to them as an email address. So I'll be watching my Gmail. But you know what? It hasn't stopped subscribers. People are still subscribing. They're just not able to join my lives. And the views dropped. I used to get lots of views. So anyway, I'm working on my other channel. I only got 11 subscribers the last time I looked. I only have 11 subscribers on my other channel. The link is in the description. I checked and it's there. The link is in the description that will take you to my new channel. If you really want to, if you really want to join my lives. What was your highest views? Sometimes I'd get over 1,000 views on a short. A short would have 1,000 views or more. It's funny, you're the only one. I think I made you major moderator, and you're the only one that's still here. Because I notice Oz isn't here. I notice Call Me Collard isn't here. I made him a major moderator. I think I did. His handle was Call Me Collard. And I made him a major moderator. I'm pretty sure. Maybe he's just not here right now. Maybe he'll pop in later. Because I notice you're able to show up quite faithfully. Quite faithfully. So it is 44 minutes into the show. It is 12:51. 12:51. Here in the U.S. It's almost 1500. Yeah, see, this poor guy Bradley, they're getting blocked. You know what? YouTube might be able to look into this. Why are these people getting blocked so much? Maybe they'll be able to reset it. You know, maybe. Maybe they can get rid of all the moderators. I don't know how you can hide yourself as a moderator. There must be that feature. If you're made moderator, you can probably hide the fact that you're moderator. And that's what they're doing. That way people will start talking, you know, saying what they normally say, but they don't know there's a moderator. Maybe that's a feature that's available. I'll have to ask some people. My brother has used moderator, but just not on YouTube. My brother was talking about that. He had to shut somebody out because he was talking too much. We keep coming back to this. Because I noticed he was late a couple of times. Like today, there was a little bit of... Today, he kind of showed up right away. He knows, whoever he or she is, knows when I'm on. So they're probably a subscriber. Probably someone who hit the bell. I need to go in there and unsubscribe. But then, I don't know. I might unsubscribe the wrong person. That would not be good. Why did you unsub me? I wonder if even that's a thing. If you could go in, if you don't want somebody to be a subscriber. Because it's like a subscriber gets certain privileges. So if you start a live and it's only for subscribers. So, wow! Wow! Well, it's sad that I can't chat with people. Usually that's where some of my humor comes from, you know. People have humorous chats. They interject certain dialogue, and I chuckle and laugh. I think that's what it is. Maybe they have the weekend off. That's why I haven't heard from anybody. Maybe tomorrow I'll get all kinds of help. I'll get a phone call. I'll get a phone call from a YouTube insider. Hi Ed, we're going to fix this problem today. I want to hear that. We're going to fix this problem today. We're going to monitor your live as soon as you come on. And we're going to fix the problem. Because that's what we get paid to do. What exactly is you do here? That was funny in Office Space when those guys came in and started interviewing everyone. Why don't you tell me exactly what it is you do here? There is a video on YouTube that shows you how to unsubscribe. Yeah, but can I unsubscribe a subscriber? Like if somebody subscribes to this channel and I don't want them here, I'll have to... Yes, okay, yeah. Let's say you want to unsubscribe somebody. That way I can, yeah, they won't be able to join unless they're a subscriber. I think that's how they're bypassing this. They are a subscriber. So when I only let people who subscribed in, one of them is my subscriber. Oops. Because that's free will. They freely join. Because I want to welcome people. I want to welcome people to this live stream so they can have fun, so they can forget about the worries on their mind. Forget about the worries on your mind. You can leave them all behind. To the beat of the rhythm of the night. Whoa. With all of the madness has got you going crazy. It's time to get out into the street. A night for romance. I wish I could play songs. That would be so cool. If I could just play songs. I could get like another device and just hit a button and start playing. Have a loud enough speaker so that you can hear what the song is saying. So you can hear the song. I could be your fresh DJ. Eddie Fresh. I'm Eddie Fresh. I'm your DJ for the day. I'm your DJ for the day. I'm DJ Eddie Fresh. I play songs you want to hear. And then I can take requests. That's what DJs do. They take requests. I can just have my laptop here and get on YouTube. People can request a song. That would be nice. Make this like a radio show that you could watch. Call it MK Eddie. You know, MKWP or something like that. This is MKWP. We're here to rock ya. Just call in with your request and I'll do the best I can. Dentists love it when you eat sugary treats. So what's your list of demands in a relationship? What's your list of demands? That's what I think there should be. Before a relationship starts, there should be, you sit at a table and you negotiate. Yes, I'll do that. No, I won't do that. Can we work this out? You know, it'd be like a contract negotiation. This relationship has some rules. And everything has to be written down so there's no mistaking. A contract is a meeting of the minds. And then you have to have a notary. You have to have a notary watch you sign the contract. That way when you take him to court, you can resolve the issues in court. I'm not getting enough hugs in a day. I'm not getting enough kisses during the day. I'm not getting enough compliments during the day. So I'm going to take you to court and we're going to settle this legally. I wouldn't want to be the judge that has to listen to a list of demands and whether or not they're being followed or presented properly. He's not giving me hugs. He's giving me hugs. They're just not good enough. I don't think there should be demands. Hold on. I don't think there should be demands when there is trust. Yeah. When someone respects you, yes, they should be mindful. Yeah. Yeah, none of this mystery. You know, it shouldn't be a mystery what the person is mad at you about. Yeah, that should help relationships. You know, respect. That's a big deal. You shouldn't force respect. It should just come naturally. If you respect someone, if you love someone, it comes naturally. You know, you don't have to be careful. You don't have to negotiate. Sometimes you do have to say, okay, I want to go out with my friends. We're going to be a little while. You know, is that okay? You know, And then you say, yeah, but do you really have to stay out until 4 o'clock in the morning? Because that's when the club closes. You might be drunk and I might have to come and pick you up. And I have to work tomorrow. You know, yeah, it's all about communication is a big deal. Communication can, lack of communication can really mess things up. Yeah, and mutual respect. Sometimes someone is giving all the respect and they're not getting any. They're giving all the love and care and all that, but they're not getting a whole lot of it. That's what I think it is the reciprocation. You should, if you are loved, you should give back the same amount of love. If someone is kind to you, you should get back that kind, or if you are kind to someone, they should be kind to you in return. Courteous and receptive to courtesy. You know, like Hannibal Lecter, he appreciated that when Agent Starling was interacting with him. You are both courteous and receptive to courtesy. You wear Avion skin cream, but not today. I like Anthony Hopkins. Sir Anthony Hopkins. He earned the title of Sir, like Sir Paul McCartney. Sir Ben Kingsley, you know. You got to get on your knee and have the queen or king touch you with a sword on each shoulder. Wow, look at my nose. What the heck? I must have touched something. I must have, because maybe the soap I used today, maybe I'm allergic to that soap. That's probably what happened. I touched something and then touched my nose. Yeah. See, look at this guy. He's still trying to chat, still trying to talk, and he keeps getting timed out. It's like, how in the hell? That's just wrong. When he gets found out, and he probably will, we have some people on the case. Dun da dun, dun da dun da dun. I'm pretty good when I put down my musical instruments. I think that's what it is. This is my security. When I can't think of something to say, I pick up my jaw harp. Wow, it's sunny all of a sudden. Put a little love in your heart. Put a little love in your heart. Da 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 da. Put a little love in your heart. I gotta listen to that song again. Maybe I need to wash my nose. See, it's going back to normal, kind of. Eddie the Red-Nosed Comedian. If you're funny, you can call yourself a comedian. People are telling me I'm funny. You call yourself a comedian? Oh, you're a comedian now. What are you, a comedian? You decide. You decide whether or not I'm a comedian. Do I fit the bill? You know what? They might come rushing back once this is all fixed. Once I can actually communicate with people, they might come back because they're not blocked. They won't be blocked. They won't be timed out. I wish I never knew about this. I wish I never knew about this feature. It was fine until I started using this feature. It was fine for months and months and months. I had no trouble with talking to people. I don't even think moderator is a good idea. You know, it's a form of censorship. People should know who's saying what. And if you keep blocking people, if you keep timing people out, I don't know. I believe that there should be filters, you know, like if you don't want to hear, they have that. They have that. You can set your filters for certain words. If someone uses a certain word or set of a group of words, they can't chat. But this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. The lack of respect. You ever watch that Norm Macdonald and Artie Lang, where they're in a show called Dirty Work? Okay, this is ridiculous. Hold on. Usually moderator works well on other people's channels. Yeah. Why mine? Why is mine going haywire? I think they feed on ignorance. You know, if you're ignorant, I thought a live was just, hey, you're live and they can chat. I didn't know about all these other features. All these other features. You alone should be able to operate your live. But when somebody gets in and does this, you know, hiding moderator, that's why I can't wait until I get 50 subscribers. I need to check that again. See how many subscribers I have on my other channel. The link is there. I've tested it out. I've tested it out. Oops. Well, it's been an hour, and I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry. I think we did okay. All things considered. All things considered. Like they say on NPR. There's a radio station called NPR. All things considered. All right, I'm going to... Oh, bye. Thank you, and have a good day. Thank you, drive through.